What comes to your mind when you think about the richest countries in the world? And what comes to mind when you think about the smallest nations in the world? You'd be surprised to find out that many of the wealthiest nations are also amongst the tiniest. Our world comprises of 195 countries today, out of which 193 countries are members of the United Nations. The total gross domestic product, or GDP, of the world is $94 trillion, and the difference between the richest and poorest nation is 497 times in terms of GDP per capita. What's GDP per capita, you ask? It's simply the nation's total economic output divided by its population. This makes it a good measurement of a country's standard of living, especially since it tells you how prosperous a country feels to each of its citizens. Today, we are going to rank the top 10 richest countries in the world based on GDP per capita. Who do you think would take the number one spot? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Hong Kong. The first country to make it to our list is Hong Kong. With a GDP per capita of $62,839, the 14th most popular destination for international tourists receives 5% of its GDP from tourism. Hong Kong's geographical location has allowed it to establish transportation and logistics as our main source of income. Its busy container port and airport for international cargo has made it the 10th largest trading country in exports and imports. The territory's largest export markets are mainland China and the United States. The Hong Kong Stock Exchange is the 7th largest trading platform in the world. Number 9. Brunei. Next up is Brunei, the country situated in Southeast Asia next to Malaysia with a GDP per capita of $64,405. 90% of its GDP is from crude oil and natural gas production. Production of 167,000 barrels of oil every day makes it the 4th largest producer in the region, and about 25.3 million cubic meters of liquefied natural gas makes it the 9th largest exporter in the world. But Brunei is dependent on other countries for food, as 60% of it is imported. Number 8. United States. With a GDP of $68,309, US is the largest importer and 2nd largest exporter in the world. Most of the top billionaires in the world are from the United States, and most importantly, every currency is calculated on the basis of US dollar, instead of comparing to gold as it was done earlier. US has always been a leader in technological innovation, right from Graham Bell's telephone to tech leaders like Apple, Google, IBM, and Microsoft, to name a few. Number 7. Norway. Country from Northern Europe, Norway's GDP consists of oil industry, fish industry, electricity, and mineral resources, resulting in per capita of $69,171. The 5th largest oil exporter, 3rd largest gas exporter, 2nd largest exporter of fish, leading producer of electricity, and possessing the most valuable minerals, Norway has a diverse economy, unlike Brunei. Number 6. Switzerland. The nation from Western Europe is famous not only for tourism, luxury, Swiss watches, and banking, but also has a vast manufacturing industry. With a GDP of $75,880, Switzerland is a specialist in chemicals, health and pharmaceutical goods, scientific and precision measuring instruments, and musical instruments. Chemical industries contribute to 34%, electronics up to 30%, and watches up to 17% to its total export. Number 5. Macau. Neighboring Hong Kong, Macau's economy is largely based on casinos and tourism. With a GDP per capita of $90,606, Macau's casino revenue is 7 times larger than Las Vegas, as it is only a legal monopoly in Macau apart from mainland China and Hong Kong being a sovereign of People's Republic of China, generating over $24 billion and has reached $37 billion in 2018. Number 4. Qatar. Country in Middle East, Qatar's economy was focused mainly on fishing and pearl hunting until oil was discovered in the year 1940. With GDP per capita of $97,262, Qatar is a leading exporter of liquefied natural gas. This has led to criticism from the International Trade Union Confederation and also dispute among neighboring countries. Number 3. Ireland. Just like any other European country, Ireland's economy is based on tourism. With a GDP per capita of $99,239, Ireland's Dublin region receives the most of tourists and is the center of some popular attractions, such as Guinness Storehouse and the Book of Kells. The nation's strong commitment to renewable energy has ranked them as one of the top 10 markets for clean technology in 2014. Number 2. Singapore. One among the 4 Asian tigers with a GDP per capita of $102,742, Singapore attracts a large number of foreign investors due to its geographical location, skilled workforce, advanced infrastructure, low taxation, and zero tolerance against corruption. Due to this, it is also home to a vast number of multinational companies. Number 1. Luxembourg. Luxembourg is a small landlocked country surrounded by Germany, France, and Belgium. With a GDP per capita of $122,740, Luxembourg dominated the steel market until 1960s. After the decline in steel production, Luxembourg diversified its economy into chemical industry, rubber industry, and a large financial sector. Around 88% of Luxembourg's wealth comes from the service sector, including almost a third in financial services. Did you notice what most of the countries had in common? Tourism, casinos, and banking, the perfect description for luxury. Do let us know what your country's source of income is in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and for more videos like this, subscribe to Lushplex.